Hello everyone. Hi guys. I'm back again with another video. Hey. So Pastor Michaela is back. I was had to get lunch real quick and everything for the boys, but I'm back now to discuss the top 5 things you need to know when you are dating a Gemini. And I did have to do a little research because you guys know that I normally don't really feed into the whole zodiac sign thing. On every single video, literally every video that I do, someone is asking about my sign. Someone is asking, for whatever reason. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because people want to put roots on you, if they just want to know, hey, her personality is this way because, she's this or that. I don't really know why people are into zodiac signs the way that they are, but they are. And so since I get this question a lot about different zodiac signs, I decided that we were going to do these series of videos for Valentine's Day. For Valentine's Day. So since, this is the season for dating and love and relationships, I figured this would be a perfect time for this. So, the top 5 things you need to know when dating a Gemini man. Let's see. What are they, ladies? Let's see. Hold on. Let me get you guys pulled up here. I'm excited. Who's excited about this topic? The twins, exactly. They are known for being the twins. And it gets real deep. They get into, the sun and the moon and the stars and all that. I did not go that deep. Into it, just so you know. But I did kind of go over a couple of little things. Hold on. Let Pastor get her notes. Who's a Gemini? Raise your hands if you're a Gemini. Oh, there's one. Miss Luli Bale, she's one. Oh, wow. Okay. So there's lots of Geminis. One of my most favorite people in the world was a Gemini. And then, I have somebody else that's a special Gemini in my life. And so, and I also have to highlight, I'm showing off my other jewelry, but my most favorite piece of jewelry that I have not been able to show you guys is this that I got for Christmas from the original Baby Fox. He got me this from the Santa's workshop, I guess, at school. And look what it says. It says Mom. And it has real diamonds on it. These diamonds are 100% real. And my baby bought this for me for Christmas. And I haven't been able to show you guys, not because I haven't forgot about it. Not because I forgot about it. And not because I don't like it. It's because I was saving it for a very special video. And this is the one. Got it? Got it. Okay. Dang, y'all. I lost my freaking notes. Hang on. Crapola, guys. So, a Gemini, they are known as the twins of the zodiac sign. They are known for being very, not bipolar, I'll say, but they'll switch it up. They can be one way with this person, and then they can be a totally different way with another person. And I don't necessarily know if it has to do with astrology, but it is very predictable. Their sign, most people can be predicted by their zodiac signs, or so they say. And so the Gemini is very classic. I think this is from May 21st to June 21st. And you can be on the cusp or not be on the cusp, be in the middle, I don't know. There's a bunch of different things that can make you or cause you to be a Gemini. But a lot of times, Gemini men, okay, the top 5 things, they are, and we'll start with number 5. Number 5, they are very, very chatty. They like to talk a lot. And it could be about, even if it's about themselves, about work, whatever, this sign is known for being very, very talkative. They love to talk about everything. So how can you use number 5 to your advantage? If you are dating a Gemini man, you will be able to get a lot of intel from him because he's going to just offer up the information, and you won't really have to do a whole lot of digging. So the best thing that you can do with a Gemini man that is very chatty is to be quiet. Be very quiet, because you'll be able to get a lot of information from him that you'll be able to use to your advantage, as long as you are using it, as long as you are listening and using it in an effective way. Because a lot of times ladies can be very chatty too. So if you are a lady and you're a Gemini, then this one is hard because your personality is most likely going to be chatty. So if you are a woman and you're a Gemini, you need to be quiet and allow the other person to talk so that you can get whatever information that you need to be getting from them. Because the more you talk, the less chance the other person has to give you the information that you're going to need in order to use that against them, basically. So then the next thing is that they are, hang on just a minute. Okay, so they're also very, like the life of the party. Number 4, they are the life of the party. Since you know that they're the life of the party, you need to allow them to be the life of the party, right? If you are with a Gemini, they're not necessarily grandiose like the Leo. They're not necessarily like, I'm the man, but they love social interaction. So they like talking to you, and to you, and to you, and to you. Is that necessarily a bad thing? No, it may not be a bad thing. It just may be that you are not that boring. I'm sorry, not that boring. That you're boring to them and they need to be fed in other ways. So they're going to be seeking and getting attention from other people. If it's at a party, if it's, in whatever social gathering, the Gemini is going to be the one working the room. Since they're working the room, how can I use this to my advantage? Well, you can use the fact that they're a social butterfly and basically get intel from that and see who they are socializing with. Who are they drawn the most to? Why are they drawn to this person? If you see them being drawn to a certain person, then you'll know that this is most likely somebody that they're interested in, somebody that has characteristics that you can emulate, things like that. So if you see him talking, or he has one specific friend that he's had for a very long time, ask questions about that friend. Get information about that friend, because that friend is someone who knows that person well, and you'll be able to not only get information about them, but kind of tweak who you are to fit who is most attractive to the Gemini. Again, the Gemini is very chatty and very social, so you'll need to keep their attention. Not saying become a pick-me, but you understand what I'm saying. If you want to hold somebody's attention, then you're going to want to kind of make them want to give you their attention. Another thing, they love to learn. Gemini men, Gemini people are definite, wholehearted seekers of knowledge. They love to, people who can intellectually, not necessarily banter, but somebody who they feel like they can learn something from. So it doesn't necessarily have to be something that he is well-versed in. Like, you don't want to one-up him as far as, like, if he's talking about his profession, You don't want to engage in things like that. But say if there's something that he hasn't learned about art, or there's something he hasn't learned about travel, and things like that, he is going to be interested in you if you can teach him something about that and stimulate him very intellectually. They're real. They like to read a lot. They have their passions about different topics. Find out what those passions are and see if you can learn a little bit and kind of teach them, but not in a teaching sort of way like I am here, but in a teaching way as far as, wow, did you know, or I heard that such and such and such and such, or I heard that blah, 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 blah. So I'm not talking about the females on my channel because my channel is a dating channel. And most of the people who are on my channel date heterosexually. So I may mention a Gemini woman, but this is not the focus of this video. Thank you for that suggestion though. And the Gemini is also, so here's another thing, number 3. You want to keep things as playful as possible because they don't like to feel tied down. They may not necessarily like a whole lot of commitment. So since that's the case, you don't want to go in immediately with the, you don't want to go in immediately with the, I want to have a family, I want to have 3 kids, I want to be settled down, I want to be, it's just me and you and nobody else and blah, 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 blah. You don't want to go in like that because the Gemini, again, is very social. They like being all over and talking to a bunch of people. So if they feel like you're trying to trap them or trying to get them to commit to you and only you, they're going to kind of slide away and be on to the next one. So keep things as light and friendly and non-committal as possible. Even if this is your intention, you do not want your Gemini to know that because your Gemini will be on to the next thing if you do that. Keep that in mind. So then that was what, 3? Okay, number 2. Number 2 is that you want to, you want to come up with, if you are having a conversation with a Gemini, you don't want to constantly repeat yourself or say things over and over because the Gemini is very good, since they do have that duality, the twin, very good at mentally disconnecting from what you're saying. So you want to keep conversations and interactions with them very new, very fresh, because if you do not do that, your Gemini is going to be squirt on to the next thing. So you could be talking about something and you could be like, oh my God, I just love when I was studying, different glass and the way it was made in the factory and I did. And they'll be like, in their head thinking about the next thing they're going to do or thinking about what they're going to eat for dinner or who's the next person they're going to take out on a date and all this other things. They will totally tune you out if what you're talking about is repetitive and if you are not intriguing to them and they're not learning and able to engage with you. So keep that in mind. And the number 1, I would say, the top thing to learn about a Gemini, or the top thing to that you'll need to know when dealing with the Gemini, is that you need to seem or be taken. Meaning you need to appear to be in a relationship with someone else. You need to actually be in a relationship with someone else. You need to always be out of their grasp and always be unavailable. They love a challenge. They love someone that they have to chase. They are always seeking the one who is out of their reach. It's very irritating to a Gemini when you're all up under them and you don't have to necessarily, if they know you're always going to be there, they won't be able to create a bond with you because they like to the back and forth that comes with relationships. So if you are not always out of their reach, if you always answer their phone calls and you're always available and always want to get together with them, they will lose interest in you very, very quickly. So the number 1 thing I would say about dating a Gemini is that you want to appear like you are taken, even if you are not. So that is the Gemini man. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. All of my contact links for all of my social media accounts are linked below. And my social media handle is @IamMichaelaPink. If you have any questions for me, put some more tips in the comments that you guys think are characteristic of Gemini men or even Gemini women. Put those things in the comments, and so I can even learn some things, because again, astrology is something that I've just come into learning, and it is very interesting to me. So the Gemini, though, is definitely one of the hardest to nail down as far as a commitment, and one of the hardest to date, because you don't really know where they're going to go, because they do have that duality. So I'm Michaela Pink, and that's what I think. Bye.